Good day and welcome. You're listening to another Eyes Open Network video. Today is November 10th, 2015, and today's topic is China looking to launch a gold-backed global currency. I came across this article yesterday and immediately it sparked my interest in what exactly is going on here because, you know, as we all know, the Federal Reserve banking system, the U.S. dollar, the greenback, is backed by nothing. It's it's air. It has absolutely no value. It's about 4 cents on the dollar is what it's worth, probably less than the paper it's printed on. After you add in all the security features and everything, the dollars actually cost money to make. But at any rate, um, what I found when I started to do some research was that this isn't a brand new concept, right? But what really sort of kicks us into high gear is that China's allegedly recasting all of their gold reserves into small kilo bars in order to issue their new gold-backed currency. Their plan is to become. So when I did some work in research, I found this information. I found information that goes back as far as a year, maybe a little more, about the conversation being had about China openly stating that openly stating and on record calling for a new currency to replace the U.S. dollar as a global standard. You know, and the pardon me. And so as I started to do some research, I figured out that China's wanting to get the yuan as a global currency. And how to do that is to back it by gold. Currently, the yuan is not even on the list of currencies, but they are working at getting that added. Although the U.S. does have a overall veto power. I don't know how they manage that, but they have an overall veto power on people or on nations' currency being added to this list. Although, if China backs the yuan with gold, the U.S. won't have much say in the matter because countries around the world will likely want to move towards the yuan as a primary global reserve currency. Why? Because it's backed by something real, an element. Now, many of the skeptics will say that, well, there's no way they could do it because the amount of currency that's in play in China or around the world is they would never have enough gold. There isn't enough gold. There hasn't ever been enough gold mined in order to cover that off. However, having said that, there's been a lot of very compelling information that I found regarding their hoarding of gold. And they may have a lot more gold than they have let on. It hasn't been since 2009 since China's reported how much they actually have. 2009 is the last recorded amount that they have. So they've been pretty silent about how much gold they have since then. The Federal Reserve, U.S. being, according to the Federal Reserve, they have 8,500 metric tons roughly, which I believe is a joke. I don't think they have anywhere near that. They can pretty much say whatever they want. But at the same time, I don't believe that they have that, and the China has, in my opinion, either become very, very close to being the number one gold reserve in the world. So I continue to find more and more information. CNBC. This was the economic collapse. There's information from the Washington Times, and as from the original, this is a blog. So I'm going to back up to here, and I'm going to talk. So they broke their silence on their reserves. So China ended their years of speculation with their official holdings by revealing they have almost a 60% jump in its reserves since 2009. Where so at the end of June, 2009, they had 1,600, almost 1,700 tons. At the end of April in 2009, they only had 1,100 tons. That's a significant jump. That's 60%. So it shows that China is seeking to diversify its reserves away from the U.S. dollar at the time of the price of gold had fallen near the lowest in 2010. Now, The reason why many people are thinking that the U or China is looking, see, here's the thing: the day China says the currency is backed by gold, this is August 18th. This article here was July. This one here is in August. And I found tons of stuff that was dating way back to last year already, talking about this. But the the idea is that China is the number one producer of gold. They don't export any of it. So they produce it, mine it, and keep it. They're also the largest importer of gold. So they're now importing gold at a rapid pace by the truckload. They've been buying up mines in different parts of the world and then spending, the money to actually, a lot of times with gold mines, um, people just run out of money and they can't continue to dig. And that line, that the sort of ribbon of gold that's found in the earth, sometimes they're inches away from it, and they just can't continue because there's just no more money. So, a nice superpower like China with all kinds of dough, they show up and they can dig a little deeper and find the gold. So they're now buying up mines that are being either defunct or sold off or what have you, and then they continue to mine them. So then they import all that gold back. And there's been some if you're watching the trends that I've been noticing when it comes to the amount of money that they're or money sorry gold that they're moving towards China, in addition to the amount of gold they're mining out of their own country, I suspect that they have a lot more gold than they let on. And the intelligence at Bloomberg Intelligence had reported that they have as much as 3,500 metric tons, um, and that's only second to the U.S. now, if that's the case. And remember, they haven't reported since 2009. If they have a 60% increase over the case they had a 60% increase from April to June in 2009. If you extrapolate that out to 2016, because we're almost there, they have a lot of gold. Now, I can't imagine they're doing 60% jumps every 2 months, but at the same time, they have been actively mining and importing gold since 2009 when they were at 1,700. Well, I would be wagering a guess. Like the intelligence there is saying 3,500, but it said it could be as high as 7,000, which to me sounds like they could very well be almost at or above where the U.S. is in metric tons of gold. That puts them in a very, very, very strong position to actually convert and back their currency by gold. It's not out of the realm of possibility at this point, based on the stuff that I found. Most people just dismiss it and go, there's no way they could do it. They have so much, like it says in here, they have $2 trillion in foreign currency reserves. This means they got $2 trillion worth of, or pardon me, yeah, not 2 trillion, but they have the amount of money that they have in circulation. They have much more, or they have. There's not enough gold on the planet in order to support the amount of currency they already have out, is what I'm trying to say. However, I don't think they need it to, based on the way that this works. So I'm thinking this is a definite possibility. It's to me, they've been hoarding gold since 2009. I think that it is pretty safe bet that China is making that move to completely wipe out the greenback in one fell swoop instead of doing it incrementally. China's always been a big fan of winning the big battle. To let you win a bunch of small battles in order to turn around and kick your ass in the big battle. So I think that maybe this might be the case in the financial front, where they just took a beating over time and came up with a plan. And the plan was get and hoard as much gold as possible and then take the U.S. greenback down. That could happen. If that happens, there's going to be some pretty uncomfortable times ahead for the American people, or for the world. The world economy is going to be it's gonna make a major shift. So just some food for thought. What do you think? What are your ideas? What do you think's going on with the yuan and China and their gold reserves? Do you think we're in for a uh, global change in primary reserve currency? Let us know in the comments below. Uh, Continue to share and like our videos, subscribe, encourage others to join our team to grow the Eyes Open network so that more and more people can have their eyes open to what is actually happening in the world around them. Rather, it's not just Sunday night football, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye now.